Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Arrow Season 3, Episode 13, Canaries. I'm Clio, and welcome to the One Woman Podcast. So this episode was very good. I really liked it. And yeah, we start off, Ollie's yelling at Laurel because she's helping. Yep, my alignment with Oliver lasted like, let's see. So it was The Climb, Left Behind, Midnight City, and Uprising, yeah. So 4 episodes. My not being mad at all these decisions lasted 4 episodes, and now he's yelling at Laurel, and it's like, oh, really, Oliver? Really? Are we here again? Are we in this spot yet again? But anyway, she's just sort of like, yeah, well, I'm gonna go on my own if you're gonna be a petulant child. So she goes off on her own. And, Werner Zeidel, whatever, I actually don't remember the first episode that he was in. I mean, I remember the whole Vertigo thing, but I honestly cannot remember his original episodes. But I love that actor. He was in Fargo and, the original movie Fargo, and, fucking Armageddon. I love him so much. He always plays a crazy Russian man. But yeah, he has this whole elaborate thing to get away from the cops who are escorting him, and I don't know how that worked. How he was able to get a guy with vertigo to stab the dude, to inject the dude. I don't know how logistically that worked, but apparently he pulled it off. But that poor guy ended up, like, blowing himself up for his family, which was really fucking sad. I mean, that was a part of the episode that was sort of glossed over because, it wasn't relevant to Olie and Laurel and the rest of the gang, but that was really sad. That man had to kill himself to save his family. Yeah, so Werner's a dick. He's a big-ass dick. And, Olie yells at Laurel some more. Because she basically, she knocks the dude out who, like, shot into the crowd of people, and she comes to Olie and is like, hey, I got info. She, like, gives him the info, and then he's like, no, sit out. And it's like, hold on, I just went through this with Diggle. I'm not fucking going through it with you. I'm coming. It's like, are you serious, Olie? And then he just takes her to the alley and is like, I need to give you a stern talking to. You're an addict and blah blah blah. And it's like, really, Olie? What you're doing is selfish. I'm like, really? Is it, Olie? Is it selfish? What is what you're doing? Selfless? Good job, Olie. Good job. Because apparently her only duty as a person is to be a daughter. I just can't. Ollie's pissing me off so much. And even by the end of the episode, I'm not sure if he's gonna be totally better. I don't know. We'll get to there soon. But Olie has to tell Fia about, the Arrow in order for them to work together to defeat Roz. So Diggle is like, man, you're gonna lose her if she finds out you've been lying this whole time. And when I was watching the episode, I'm like, dude, the truth is all she ever wanted. And it's not like the things that Thea got upset at, the lies that Thea got upset at had to do with her. They were lying about who her real father was. They were lying about things that had to do directly with her, and that's what she had a problem with. But Olie was out protecting people. It's an understandable lie, and it's not a direct lie. So I knew she would be cool with it. And Olie was just so shocked. He's like, oh, good. This is good. But I knew it. I knew that was going to be the case. But in finding out about the arrow, she finds out about the black arrow. Who is Merlin, and she gets really, really upset because he manipulated her all this time. And I knew, and I've talked about this before this season, that we were coming to a point where Thea was going to find out about Merlin and be mad that he manipulated her. And actually, earlier I did think that there were going to be lines drawn and they were going to be on opposite sides, you know, Merlin on one side and Olie on the other, how it's been in the past, but then now they're on the same side. But their whole plan to take down Roz, I don't think it's going to work, you know? And if it does, we're going to have to learn about the Lazarus Pit soon. I don't know, though, because that's going to be when I want more of Roz, but the whole reason in everything why Roz is amazing is because he's mysterious. He's, so powerful and mysterious. That is why he's awesome. So probably wanting there to be more information about Roz is counterintuitive to his whole character. But yeah, I've said this, I think I said this in the beginning of the season about Diggle, but right now, Thea is the realest bitch on this show. She is the realest person. It is no longer Diggle. Diggle has stepped down from realest bitch on this show, and it is now Thea. Because all her reactions are yeah, I'd do that, except the chase thing. Ugh, he's a disgusting person. Anyway, moving on. The Canaries face-off. That was amazing. It was great seeing the two sisters, even though it wasn't Sarah, it was nice seeing just the two of them dressed up next to each other. I think the differences are clear, and the visual differences are clear, and I think that's important for Laurel, because there needs to be the differences. You know, Sarah's got the corset with all the ties up, and Laurel's got the jacket with the, Sarah had the jacket too, but she's got the jacket with Laurel's got the jacket with all the buckles on her. Laurel looks a little more like Arsenal, in terms of buttons, not buttons, buckles. And even, I didn't notice, but their masks were different. The patterns on their masks were different. So I think seeing the visual differences between the two Canaries helped, at least us as an audience, see the personality differences between the two Canaries, which was important when Laurel and Felicity have their girl bonding moment, their best friend, BFF, best bitches moment, which was really, really sweet. And it was all the criticism and all the negative things that everyone said to Laurel about what she's doing, what she's trying to do. Felicity brings it home, and she's like, yes, it's true you're trying to be like Sarah, but you don't have to be, because you are better than her in the goodness sense. I mean, not that Sarah was a bad person, but Sarah was trained by, I don't want to say evil, because it was trained by bad people. She did a lot of bad things, whereas Laurel has never done, I don't think she's ever killed anyone. But Laurel comes from a different place than Olie and Sarah. She comes from a place of, like Roy. She wants to, like Roy and Ray. She wants to help people. She's never done these terrible things, but she's seen these terrible things happen, and she wants to stop that. Whereas Olie and Sarah had done terrible things and no longer wanted to do terrible things. They wanted to stop terrible people. So I think that's really what Laurel needs to embrace, and she did. She definitely embraced it this episode. Oh, I love Laurel so much. She is, and I think the whole addict part of her character, well, reformed addict, is very important. Like, addiction is a real thing, and to see a hero who came back from something like that, that's really powerful and really important. So yeah, moving on. I will stop gushing about Laurel because she's like my second favorite right now. Her and Maseo are duking it out up there for my favorite character. Let's see. Yeah, and over the unconscious Laurel, Olie yells at Thea, tells her to go away, doesn't explain anything, is very, abrasive like he was in the past. And Team Arrow stands the fuck up. Roy says something, Felicity says something, and it's like, dude, it's not what we're about anymore. No more, dictatorship. We can't do it. We can't go back. Maybe you, for yourself, have never left, have never changed, but you died. We had to move on. And now it's a different kind of team dynamic, and they really need to just, hash it out, and I think if Olie really wants to keep working with them, things need to change. Hopefully they will. But yeah, I'm very happy that Team Arrow stood up for themselves, because it's like, yeah, let's be a little more democratic about this shit. It can't just be whatever Olie says goes. It's not good anymore. It's not working anymore. But Thea gets mad, and she fucks Chase. She just bangs him on the couch. She's like, no, why did you do that? And I'm gonna be real. It's not even that he was an agent. It's that he's a dick. I didn't like him before I knew he was a spy. He's a gross person. Just, I don't know, there's something about his whole look that just screams, bleh, to me. I don't know, I was like, no, Thea, have some self-respect, no, don't do it. and Roy was all like, oh. And they had this great conversation, and it was such a great moment between the two of them. And then she goes off with another guy, and it's just sort of like, oh, you guys have great chemistry still. Fuck. But yeah, she figured it out that he'd poisoned the wine, and I was like, whoa, nice fucking job. I wonder if she could smell it. Maybe Merlin taught her to smell through the wine. I don't know if you can, because doesn't cyanide smell sweet? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works. But yeah, I was really impressed. I was like, oh yeah! She almost, bested him. She almost did. She's got the training and the knowledge. She just doesn't have she's only ever fought Merlin. So I don't know. I think the next episodes are going to be important for her development as a fighter. But I think she just needs experience fighting for real and not just practice. Which hopefully she'll get, and I think she can be just as badass as everyone else on Team Arrow. She just is lacking that field experience. Yes, so they go and they take down Werner, and Laurel gets dosed again, and it's like, are you serious? Did you... You fell for it twice! But I was, super impressed that she powered through. It's like, how the fuck you just powered through that shit? Like, nobody's business. It was really impressive. And she takes him down, and then Ollie's like, well, I guess, I have to shut my fucking mouth because I'm wrong. So Laurel finally tells her father that Sarah's dead, and it occurred to me in this episode that a reason for her not telling him was not just so he didn't have to go through it, but because she was it was so hard for her to deal with Sarah's death that seeing her father deal with it would have been an extra thing on top for Laurel. Because she already saw her dad go through Sarah's death once. So she knows what that will be like, and it's gonna be worse again. You know, it's gonna be worse this time. So I think it was a little bit of that, a little bit of her not wanting an extra burden. Which, yes, that is a little selfish, but it is also another reason why she wouldn't. But it's about freaking time. And I mean, he figured out she was the Canary running around. So it's pretty good. I mean, he's a detective, obviously. But yeah, that was really sad. I was really misty-eyed at that part. And the flashbacks this episode, finally back to Olie. Really weird with Merlin's flashbacks last week. But Maceo lied to Olie in case Olie got tortured, just like as a precaution, which is another reason why I love Maceo so much, because he saw that that's what Amanda Waller did to him with the virus or whatever the fuck that thing was. She knew that there was a chance that Maceo could take it, so she put a fake. And so here he does the same thing, but to Olie. He knows there's a chance Olie could be tortured, and to protect his family, give up Maceo. So Maceo told the lie. And that's, he learned from mistakes. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Maceo's great. I love him so much. But he comes back for Olie, and it's like, oh, dude. I'm very, very nervous about what's coming next, because whatever comes next is going to be that wedge that gets drive between Maceo and Tatsu. And I have a feeling it has to do with their son. I don't want him to be dead. It really sucks. I don't know. I'm just very nervous. I'm very nervous. But they get taken to Starling City, and God only knows what the fuck they're gonna be doing in Starling City. But I think it's perfect timing, because as the flashbacks come to Starling City, the present day is going back to the island. So it's gonna be very fitting. We're still gonna get Starling City, just not present day Starling. Probably not present day Starling City, unless we see Canary and Arsenal taking care of business. Maybe some Ray up in there. I actually didn't read the synopsis. Well, you'll see I usually don't read the synopsis before I read it to you guys, just because I'm lazy. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, Olie and Thea go back to Lian Yu, and another example why she's the realest bitch in the show right now. They're walking for 2 hours and she's complaining. Like, I like walking in the woods, but at that pace for 2 hours, Jesus, no. I would have been complaining too. But yeah, they're back on the island, which is gonna mean a lot of things. Because Slade is on that island. They sent him there, right? So Slade is on that island. And I think we're gonna get, specifically what the siblings are afraid of. And it's gonna be different things, I think definitely Thea is afraid of Slade. She's afraid of not being able to protect herself, but that stems from Slade. From him killing their mom, from her not being able to do anything about it. So I think that's going to come into play with her fears. And Olie, I don't know. Ollie's like, probably death. I don't know. Probably something. I can't quite guess what Ollie's fear will be. Before I read the synopsis for next week, I want to just thank you guys for commenting as consistently as you do. Shout out to Jacob, Danette, and Angel for commenting. And I can't believe I didn't mention last week Wildcat's fight with Brick, because holy shit. He definitely held his own, but he got the snot beat out of him. And they didn't even address it in this episode if he's in the hospital. Like, He's gotta still be in the hospital. He must have at least a concussion. But Jesus Christ. I honestly can't believe that I forgot to mention Wildcats battle. Just like... Alright, okay. Anyway. Next week. The Return. Malcolm puts Oliver and Thea in a dangerous situation and lands them on Lian Yu with Oliver's former enemy Deathstroke. There you go. There you go, I called it. A flashback reveals when Oliver and Maseo return to Starling City to retrieve the Omega Bio weapon. And despite being under strict orders from Amanda Waller not to reveal himself to anyone, Oliver looks into his family, Laurel and Tommy. So we're gonna see Tommy... Not just baby Merlin, but actual baby Merlin. So I don't know if I ever explained this, but in the when I was watching the first season of Arrow, and Tommy was, you know, a big focus, I called him Baby Merlin because he was the son of Malcolm. I called him Baby Merlin, and it stuck, and I really just call him Baby Merlin. And last week, I think I called him Baby Merlin. So that's where that comes from, if you're fucking confused, because I'm a weirdo. So that's all for this week. I'm very, very excited for the next couple episodes, especially if we get to see Deathstroke, because Deathstroke is fucking baller! So, thank you guys. You can find me at Clio Moto, and you can find all of us at ASO TV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Gmail, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows like The Flash that we do on Wednesday, Thursdays, sometimes. So, thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye! I'm supposed to fall asleep. Nope.